Welcome back to another Roll for Crit Playback. Today we look at Coup.
This is a fast-paced, cutthroat bluffing game in which we're all going to be vying for political power in order to eliminate our opponents, and the last one standing is the winner. I'm Jonathan Estes.
I'm Will Keeler, and this is Roll for Crit Playback.
We're all set to play Coup now, all of us, and we have 2 cards each that are our secret hidden roles, and we're going to start lying about what we are. I'm going to go first because I'm sitting here, so I'm going to go first. I'm going to start off by taking 2 coins as foreign aid.
I'm the Duke.
Okay. I'll let it happen. No, that's it. That was it.
All right.
You're starting off slow, that's all. I'm done.
Can I claim to be the Duke now as well?
If it makes you happy.
Okay, I guess.
I'm just gonna randomly claim to be the Duke.
Can I?
I will steal 2 coins from Weiss.
I'm the ambassador.
I think you're full of so
How do I?
Yeah. All right. So he has the ambassador. So you have to
Wow.
remove one of your cards.
So first blood.
And
So I could take
Not a
3
pool.
coins from someone.
No, it's from the center
from
pile.
the center.
If you want,
if you claim to be the Duke.
Okay.
So you're claiming to be the Duke.
Yeah.
Anyone challenging?
Not the highest stakes game ever, but at least early on.
I'm gonna take 3 coins. Because I'm the Duke.
Yeah,
He did challenge on you,
that's
the
true.
Duke.
That's true.
I think you are the Duke.
Could be playing the long game.
I'm not going to claim to be, but I self-identify as a captain.
Alright, I'll block you.
Okay. I'm going to challenge.
Well, with which one?
Well, I mean,
You
as
have
the
to
Duke or
specifically-
the...
No, as the
As
captain.
a captain.
As the captain, sorry, not Duke. So you claim to be the captain to be
Yeah.
able to block.
I'll challenge.
Do you have a captain card in there? All
Oh,
right.
so you lost one.
Both Matt and I like to live dangerously. Not smart, like dangerously.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna claim to be the Contessa. And I'm gonna take 1 coin. I'm doing this right.
That's exactly how you do it.
There is no reason to say you're the contestant unless someone's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Well, I am. So
Okay.
Well, I mean, look at him. He
I am obviously embody everything that the
that.
Contessa is.
Yes, 2 of 2.
All right,
Strong
I
Duke.
am claiming to be the Duke, so I'm taking 3 coin.
Is that our 3rd Duke claim?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna take 1 coin.
Alright.
4 people have
Yes.
claimed to be the Duke. Technically 5 if you count when he was like, "Can I just stay on the Duke?"
I don't know. I might be the Duke right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's ambassador. Sorry, couldn't.
Wait, you're telling me this isn't a mystery game? We're not trying to figure out who the Duke is?
Can I take 2 coins from you?
I claim to be the ambassador, so I blocked stealing.
I challenge you.
You have to look at him first.
So you have to reveal one of your cards.
Reveal one of your cards and
Get
you
rid of
face-
one that you
face
don't
up
want.
that, and you no longer get that card.
Oh,
One of
that's
the
a
Dukes.
The Duke.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
She's the Duke.
So,
Dukes are starting to get a little...
oh, dicey.
Can I be an Archduke?
yeah. Mark, I'm the assassin. And
I'm the Contessa.
I'm
the Duke.
I'm not gonna challenge it. Other people can, but
Why are you looking at me?
I mean, I think he's lying, but I don't want to challenge it, so I'm not gonna.
I mean, I have 1 card left, so...
Yeah, no, I'm gonna save that for a more.
I will challenge it.
You shouldn't listen to me.
So I lose 1?
yep. So I still got to kill someone, sort of.
Yeah.
I too was a Contessa.
Oh.
Great plot twist.
So we know 1 contestant is either there and here, 2 are there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna claim to be the assassin.
Okay.
I'm gonna use these 3 to try to assassinate someone. I haven't decided who yet, though.
Don't go for me. I'm the Contessa.
Oddly enough, I believe you.
Hey, Matt! Absolutely.
You're being assassinated. You gonna do anything about it?
Claim to be the Contessa. I self-identify as the Contessa. If you challenge me...
Wait. You can just say, I challenge you as assassin. You only have one card
You
left.
could do either way.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you can do either.
So wait, are you gonna challenge him being assassin, or are you claiming to be the Contessa?
Yeah, which one?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to think how each one plays out. I'll challenge you. Why not?
Okay, it's assassin.
Yeah. Because I didn't actually have the Contessa. So...
That's
awesome.
two captains.
We have one down. Sorry, Matt. Not that sorry.
Assassinate you?
I'll just do it.
Play double duke. Be double duke.
Because if you challenge her and she had it, you would just be straight up out.
Oh, you still have 2 cards.
Oh, and there goes
The
an
ambassadors is gone.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a lot of ambassading lately.
Okay, I'll take care of this. I changed my mind. I'm now the ambassador.
I am the Duke, so I'm taking 3 coin.
Sounds right. Yeah.
I am the captain. I want to steal 2 coins from Mark over there, Mr. Moneybags.
I'll let it happen.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Good move.
I am the Duke, and I will take 3 coins.
A lot of dukes going on.
I don't know.
Put up your Dukes. Too many Dukes.
Too many dukes.
I'm gonna take 2 coins.
As foreign aid,
I'm gonna block it.
he's claiming to be
I'm
the
the
Duke.
I challenge you.
I'm the Duke.
So you
All
lose your
right,
card,
so
you're
you
out.
lose your last card.
He was
What
trying
was
to
it?
get us to
Oh.
challenge.
I
Sorry.
lose my
you're
last
done.
card?
Yeah,
Oh.
it goes in the middle.
An assassin.
Oh, you were the assassin.
So that's at least one of every card's been taken out now.
I'm the assassin, and I'm going for Willie.
I'll let it through.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, we had a Duke.
Yeah, I had a Duke.
Oh, man.
Duke's a hazard over
All right.
here.
I'm claiming to be the assassin, and Mark, it's time to turn the favor.
I'm gonna say I'm the Contessa.
I'll challenge.
Okay, I lost.
You should have just challenged him because
Yeah,
if
I
he didn't
know.
have it, it'd be better to
It's
just
fine,
challenge. Because if he didn't have the assassin,
Yeah. I'm kind of like losing.
This is getting scary. So we're down to 3 people left?
No,
Four.
Oh, 4.
Don't
okay.
count him out.
Wow, John.
I can't tell who has cards. All right.
Jonathan, you're up.
Okay.
John, how many coins do you have? I have 9.
I'm gonna do foreign aid. Take 2.
I'm the Duke, and I'm gonna say no.
I'm also the duke.
I will let it slide.
Okay.
All right. I am going to stage a coup.
Okay.
So that means they take away 1 card, right?
Yeah, no
Correct,
matter
and
what.
they cannot
You
stop
knock
it. So
somebody
you
out.
could automatically kill me or him.
You know what? I would like to see. Also, because I want to not come in anything less than 3rd, I will take out Will.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it wouldn't have mattered.
Gonna take 1 coin.
I'm
Alright.
the captain. I'm gonna steal 2 from you, Weiss.
you could potentially block it if you claim to be the ambassador or the captain.
I'm the ambassador.
Not the ambassador, but the ambassador.
The ambassador.
I'm just gonna challenge.
Had it.
Well,
You're out.
there it is. It's down to the 2 of you.
I am the Duke, so I shall take 3 coins.
Oh, this is gonna be a race to 7.
Wait,
No, this is
wait,
why
no,
Johnny
I already won.
Oh, wait, you're right.
Wait, you had 7?
I have 7 coins.
I kill you.
No one's paid attention to him this whole game. No, I paid attention. I thought he had 6. That's why I was like,
Oh, wait, let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have 7.
Alright, Weiss won. Came in 2nd. Yes.
Didn't even lose a single card.
Indie Boards and Cards is the publisher of Coup, and if you could not tell from the artwork, it takes place in the same universe as their line of games under the Resistance banner, and they're all sort of these future dystopian worlds, which as you
Hence the name of the grouping, the dystopian universe.
they have some generic, dystopia name for it. And I thought that might be an interesting place to start our discussion today because I don't know if that's something that came across in the video too much of us playing it, that theme of the political intrigue and the futureness of it. That's a word, futureness. Is that, I don't know, is that something that you feel that you think about while you're playing Coup?
The futureness, no, in no way. Like this could take, if the roles could be named and shown like old England or something, and I don't think it would have changed at all. However, the political intrigue of the idea, I think, totally comes across. This game isn't one like, you can think of a lot of games where you think about how you do equipment and roll dice and you spec yourself. This is almost, you cannot play this game without some kind of social interaction, which is the political
for sure.
aspect. I mean, and this game was really amazing because I think the winning strategy here was such an interesting take we've never seen before. No, it actually
I don't know if
accidentally
it was
sort of,
as much of a strategy.
but
as
at the same,
a mistake.
but it worked though, and I actually really like it.
So we'll explain what you're talking about.
Well, usually when we play this, and also it's interesting when I see a lot of people play it more, because you lie about your role. Everyone just lies about being what they think is the best role, which is the Duke. So usually people are like, I'm the Duke, I'm the Duke, I'm the Duke, and just try to get as much money to kill everyone. The winner in this game, what he did a lot was pretty much just say like, I'm the Contessa and I'm taking 1 coin, like just being silly. But because of that, he everyone's guard was down towards him, so he wasn't.
He was
really
under the radar.
Yeah, which actually worked really well. And that's one of the things that was very interesting here, because this group was a mixture of people who played with each other a lot and people who haven't. So, for example, there was a choice when you had the choice to you're either thinking of calling him or Matt. And you went for my brother Matt because you know him and he's very aggressive.
Right. I wanted to eliminate him rather than get him 1 card down.
And then, so the under the radar strategy worked really well.
I want to go back to what you said about everyone playing the Duke, because I think this is also one of those games where every play group, I'm sure, has their own different quirks about it. Like, I feel like for us, the ambassador, that didn't come up in this game very much at all, but I feel like usually, because that one isn't aggressive towards anyone, you can almost always get away with saying you're that guy. And I think every group has their different things where, especially the more you play, people start to catch on to people's strategies and change the way they play it.
My friend in Boston, he really loves this game, he actually had his fake version. I got him the actual Coup because I'm like, here, you should have it, because he let me stay in his place for PAX East. But
more on that.
I was talking with him about it, and he goes, yeah, my group always goes, 5 people in a row claim to be the Duke.
Yeah.
So he says, at this point now, I just challenge everyone.
Right.
Because at the very least, I'm forcing them to lose the Duke.
And then what happens is people realize that, then they try something else, and then that changes. So it's like one of those games where really the meta game matters a lot.
The group,
it evolves as you play.
It's like the game by itself isn't much, but it's with the group where you really see the true light of the game.
It is a really simple game, and I think one of the things we need to talk about is the fact that it's centered around player elimination, which is kind of like a bad word usually in board game circles, because it represents like a time of games where you would be left out, and it's unfair mechanics.
I mean, it's understandable.
This is one of those rare games where people really like it.
Yeah, usually, first of all, for player elimination to work, the game has to be short, has to be very unlikely. And this is a bit more, but it depends more on the group, not the game itself, in which you can be eliminated. Like, I can think of another game in which...
One of the two,
right.
mean. Yeah.
Another game where I got eliminated in the second turn of a game which you guys continue to play for an hour.
Yeah, right. And that's no good. Yeah.
I mean, I had otherwise distracted myself, but the idea of that isn't working. But this works here.
And we did play this with 7.
Which is different. We're used to playing with usually 6 most.
Which I think, I could be wrong, but I think the base game only allows 6. I think to play more than that, you need to buy expansions to add more cards into it. But yeah, it's definitely, if you're playing with 10 and you're the first person out, I could see probably kind of a drag.
Right.
But I don't know if 10 would work. But with 7, actually, it worked really well for us. And the other thing was, a lot of people, it seemed no one really got people kind of got eliminated right in a row as opposed to one guy early on.
Because what I thought was interesting, what happened more when you hit that larger number, and because maybe we didn't know everyone as well, or everyone was little, there was more of I don't want to eliminate someone yet, because then it sort of really shows me to be the huge aggressor, until but then there came a point when the dominoes just fall.
Yeah.
And I like that. I think that worked really well. This worked well with the large group though, because then you get that sort of.
Sometimes I think if there's one area the game suffers in, I think it is when you get down to those 2 or 3 people left, and there's often you can kind of tell
Who's gonna win?
I know which rolls are left. Like I have these, so no matter what I do, that's gonna happen.
Or not only that, you see like he has 5 coin, I have 3. There's no way I'm gonna beat him.
Like you have to either go out and just make a crazy bluff, but at that point it's usually too late. Like especially if you have to really think ahead sometimes, because if you've been saying your one card a lot and then you realize all of a sudden, oh, I can't win with that card. I have to pretend to be something else, but it's too late.
Or better yet, you just keep saying you're the ambassador and you don't never have him.
That's true too, and no forget something else. Yeah, so that, but because it's so quick, that's mitigated because it's like, well, next game it doesn't really matter.
Right, and I think going back to what you were talking about earlier with each group, that reminded me of how we sort of have it's not, I wouldn't say it's a house rule, but it's a high suggestion in our group, is pretty much if someone tries to assassinate you on your last card, always call it out.
Right, because there's no reason not to.
You're right.
yeah, no, it's just common sense. Yeah, and you definitely come into play those little strategies of how, which changes how, oh, maybe I won't try to assassinate them. And also I think that makes like the assassin really risky, kind of, because if you're gonna assassinate someone,
you better have the assassin.
Yeah, you know they're gonna come after you. So yeah, there's 5 rolls, right? Only 5, but within those 5, there's so much interplay going on, and there are some that like the Contessa, isn't as fun because she doesn't do anything.
I thought that at first, but then it comes to a point where you're like, I'm really glad I have this. Because you're
safe.
Yeah, and it just becomes really great.
I actually, in this game, I started out, I think I had it actually almost the entire game, which I think was like the best hand, was Assassin and Contessa. So I had like the perfect defense and offense. But sometimes you get like, if you get like 2 Contessas, that's when you say you're the ambassador.
I think two of any role, I think.
Sometimes, but sometimes like if you have, for instance, 2 captains or 2 assassins, then you also have a very good idea of what isn't out there.
No, I would like 2 dukes, because people are going to use that, and you're like, okay, I'm calling. This reminds me, though, one time we played a game, and someone accidentally shuffled all the assassins in.
So we were playing a game. There's supposed to be only 3 copies of each card. They put in at least 4. I think it was like 5.
It was 5. So you had 2 assassins, I believe?
I had 2 assassins, and someone tried to assassinate me, so I said, well...
And someone just showed an assassin, so you knew. So in your head, you're like, "There's no way that person has an assassin."
And they're like, "I also have 2 assassins."
And then you're like,
I said, "Okay, reshuffle the deck. This is nonsense."
Because it's like, I remember he said like that was the one time I was 100% sure on a call and I was wrong.
Yeah. That is another thing. Early on in the game, sometimes you also have kind of the opposite problem at the end, where you have to really know who to take out, where it's like almost arbitrary who you go after. Like somebody just has to make the first move, or they just have to pick someone, otherwise nothing will happen.
Well, no, I think that's what happens there is usually what happens when the group starts to know each other.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm betting there's certain people in your head like, with no information, I probably want to eliminate these 2 people out.
Right. Yeah. Get them out of here.
Or at the very least, weaken them.
Right. Yeah. Get them 1 foot in the grave, as I like to say.
So they're on the defensive then, so less likely to attack you. Because I know there's certain people in our group who will go random.
There's also the strategy of being honest all the time versus lying all the time, which we kind of covered this in the Sheriff of Nottingham, where I feel like our group often is actually more honest than they should be in sometimes. At least I know I have that problem.
Oh no, I'm too scared of being caught.
Yeah, I'm scared to lie.
Because every time I've lied, I've been caught.
Yeah. You have to really be careful with that. Yeah, but overall, yeah, I love Coup. It's very fast. Usually, I think the sweet spot is definitely a 5 at least. I think 4 can work, but really, there's less than 5, I'm not as interested.
No, I feel almost. It's very hard for any bluffing game to deal with this with a group of 4 or less. I can think of, I'm not counting Rumpelstiltskin because I know that's a 2-player one.
Sheriff can work, I think, but that's a different thing. But yeah,
it's very hard, especially in something like when it's simple, because the simpler it is, the easier it is to collect information. Mm-hmm. Like the thing with Sheriff is, it's very hard to still collect information on people, since it's almost like you're playing with 12, because I'm not handing you 1 card. I'm handing you 3, so like each person's like handing you 3 almost.
Right, yeah.
And there's only 2, so I mean, like you said, you could probably guess the roles of people if you're paying good enough attention.
Yeah.
And especially if you're playing the ambassador a lot and looking through the entire deck.
And then the other end, with too many people, it might become too difficult to really figure.
Well, I actually like
they
that
add
though.
more cards in though.
With the more cards, because that was another thing I really liked with the 7 people is everyone was much more hesitant about, like, is that person telling the truth or lying? Like, I felt like the lying, it was much easier to lie in that situation. Granted, I didn't, because I was really happy with what I had.
Right. That's when you just luck out. Final thoughts? Final coup thoughts? Recommend or not recommend to who?
I would definitely, if you have a reasonable large, I wouldn't say large, but like a reasonable playing group of like, you know, when you have those nights when you have 5 or 6 people, like that's a common thing. This is definitely the kind of game for you. It's one that will bring tension and cause people to talk, but not so much that you lose friendships usually, like some other games.
It's not even the resistance level. It's pretty...
Because you all know you're lying.
Right.
It's not like someone's betraying you
Right.
usually.
Everybody's
Though, that's an
their own
interesting
side.
thing. Our group hasn't been like, I'll avoid cooing you if you help me coup him. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't had that happen yet.
Yeah, we're not
But
that...
I'm wondering. I wonder if your groups do that. But
Yes.
if you haven't, this is just a very great. It's like almost, I would say, like it's like a party game.
Yeah, it's like a light social game for sure.
Like it's a party game, but not in the sense that we usually say party game.
It's not. It doesn't require you to really like come out of your shell like something like maybe like a Pictomania or concept.
No, you want to stay in your shell. You don't want anyone to read you.
Yeah, it's like so it's social in that you're constantly interacting, but not like Cards Against Humanity or something where there's game to it, of course. So yeah, it's kind of in between those two worlds. Yeah, it's great. It's cool. It's also inexpensive.
It's small, easy to carry around,
and pretty easy to teach and pick up and play.
And there is an expansion which I haven't played yet. You have, and hopefully we'll talk about it soon.
Also, other iterations of it. We'll get to those in future videos, but if you want to let us know what you think of Coup or what your crazy game sessions have been
like we mentioned how someone always says Duke. We want maybe you have the ambassador problem. Does everyone claim to be the Contessa?
What role do you think is too strong or not strong enough? You can either leave a comment right in this video or you can send us an email, rollforcrit@gmail.com.
And of course, there's @rollforcrit on Twitter, and of course our personal Twitter names.
I love those personal Twitter names. And you can always buy a copy of Coup if you need one at our very own website, rollforcrit.com, where we sell Coup along with its expansions and many, many other games, plus more videos, reviews, podcasts, and news, just like you're watching right now. It's so good.
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
So good. But I think that's going to cover it for today's Roll for Crit. I'm Jonathan Estes.
I'm Will Keeler, and this has been Roll for Crit Playback. Welcome to another Roll for Crit Playback. Today we're looking at Coup.
Sorry, okay, that's good. Sorry.
Are you okay?
And the last one standing is the winner. Something like that.
Something like that. I'm Jonathan Estes.
All right, I got it this time. I just got it. Now I'm into it. Boom, baby!
All right, you know what? I want you to start by you actually saying your part first. This way you actually can feel it's the right thing.
This is a fast-paced, cutthroat bluffing game in which we're all going to be trying... here's what I'm going to say.
I'm not really glad we did this.
This is a fast-paced, cutthroat bluffing game in which we're all going to be trying to get more...
What even happened?
Roll for crit!
Roll for crit!